Hi, it's Carol Salter and I'm reading from another piece of my work. Before I begin, I'd just like to tell you that What If is doing really well and you can purchase it from Waterstones either online or in any store, in addition to, wrong side, some of my work. Today I'm going to read from the Yellow Anthology, which is one of the anthologies from Inspiration Writers Groups. The theme of our anthologies is that every piece has to have the colour of the title somewhere in the writing, whether it be a poem or a story or a memoir. So please look out for it. It's quite a sombre piece, so let's see how we go. It's called A Time To. We bowl along in our lives, following the commands that call to us to do more each day. Every now and then something comes our way that shocks us to our bedrock. It makes us stop and stand a while to consider our brief mortality. It's often the death of a close friend or a family member that causes this reaction. During this moment, we assess where we want to be. This introspection, brought about by the deceased, seemingly imposes their unfulfilled goals and desires on our thoughts. The same was true for me when I discovered the lump. It wasn't my first brush with potential death. The last time it came up and whacked me round the face with a hammer, metaphorically speaking, I was apparently symptomatic of a then inoperable pituitary tumour some 20 years ago. It was identified by chance through a simple blood test. As a result of the discovery, I found the grass was greener and the sky was bluer. I tried to savour and assimilate every sensation, every feeling and nuance in the mere few weeks I had left to live. This time, I wasn't going to be fooled so easily. It's a lump, so what? I thought, when I found the item whilst looking in the mirror. I'd been doing a lot of exercise classes. It was likely solid muscle build-up. That might explain the swelling. I tried to continue my days as if nothing was wrong. I didn't tell anyone. Fortunately, during the day, people were easily fooled, putting my abrupt manner down to my usual personality. But the nights were my downfall. Struggling to sleep, struggling to get back to sleep, especially if I woke for the toilet or at my cat's insistence. Struggling to doze, those 5 minutes before rising at the start of the day. My mood wasn't helped by my traitorous Fitbit telling me, as if I needed to know, that I'd only slept 1 to 3 hours a night. It sealed my poor sleep pattern into digital permanency. Today I had to confront my denial and face my lump demons. I deliberately left home early so as not to be caught out in the snow or traffic. I took the back roads, avoiding the heavy city traffic, and found every other driver had had the same idea. We wound up in the longest, slowest roadwork queue of my life, bar the M25. I hadn't appreciated how much stress I was under until that point in time. The 20 minutes early ticked away to 15. I was having the tests today and I'd be advised of the results at the same appointment. Ticked down to 10. I got out of the car to see what the hold-up was. Temporary traffic lights. It would have been quicker to park the car and walk, I groused, but there were no places to park. 5 minutes. Tick. I didn't have the hospital's number to say I was running late. I was worried they'd cancel the appointment. Tick. 0 minutes. My panic soared. I actually pulled my hair like in comic books. I rocked back and forth in the driver's seat, my anxiety escalating. I banged my fist on the steering wheel several times. I smacked myself in the forehead in frustration. I admit, I was a crazed woman, terrified to miss the appointment and equally terrified to make it. There's a point at times like these when you let go. It's not fixed. It's not 5 or 20 minutes or a day, but it's there. And it's the same for everyone. I think it must be the same when you finally accept you're dying, when there's nothing you can physically do to stop it coming, when you face the inevitable. I let go of the craziness, the panic, the blinding terror. All of it dropped away. The tension in my muscles unwound. I leaned back in my seat and sighed. In front of me, calmly and serenely, the traffic lights changed, adding yellow to red. Well, I think that's quite a thoughtful piece and very personal to me, of course. But I hope it touched some of you out there and you understood where I was coming from with that. If you've been affected by this story today, I urge you, if you do have a lump, don't do nothing. Go and sort it out. Go and ask someone, because the anxiety you feel will escalate and other people will feel it. Until next time, goodbye.